June 6, 1944. 6:30 a.m. Omaha Beach, Normandy. The sea is on fire. Machine gun rounds tear across the surf. Mortar shells explode between landing craft. Men disappear beneath waves stained red before they ever reach the sand. One by one, steel ramps crash down. 18 seconds. That is all the time thousands of soldiers have to escape the floating traps before German fire turns them into coffins. Every second matters. Every delay means another boat full of men caught in the killing zone. Yet almost none of them know that the most important piece of engineering inside their landing craft is something many Navy officials once dismiss as impossible. A simple steel ramp. Too heavy, too dangerous, too unreliable for combat. Those words follow the invention for years, and many believe the design will never survive a real battlefield. But now, under the heaviest fire of the Second World War, that impossible invention becomes the only bridge between the sea and occupied Europe. It doesn't fire a single shot. It carries no armor. Yet every second it works, more lives reach the shore. Without it, the largest amphibious invasion in history may never leave the water. The fate of more than 150,000 Allied troops rests on a machine designed by one stubborn man who refuses to accept that impossible is the final answer. The soldiers charging onto Omaha Beach have no idea whose invention is carrying them into history. They only know the ramp drops, and they run. But this story doesn't begin on the beaches of Normandy. It begins years earlier, with an argument that almost changes history forever. Years before D-Day, American engineer Andrew Jackson Higgins spends his life building shallow water boats for fishermen, oil companies, and explorers navigating the swamps and bayous of Louisiana. His boats are unlike anything the military owns. They skim across mudflats. They climb onto riverbanks. They reach places ordinary boats cannot. When Marine Corps officers see one of Higgins' designs during military demonstrations in the late 1930s, they immediately recognize its potential. But there is one enormous problem. Soldiers must climb over the sides to get out. In training, that wastes precious seconds. In combat, it would be catastrophic. Imagine dozens of fully equipped infantrymen balancing on slippery gunnels while enemy bullets rain down. Many would never even touch the beach. Higgins searches for a better answer. Then inspiration arrives from an unexpected source. He studies photographs of Japanese landing craft used in China. Unlike Western boats, these vessels allow troops to leave through the front. The idea is brilliant. Higgins immediately begins redesigning his own craft. Instead of forcing soldiers over the sides, he installs a massive steel bow ramp that drops directly onto the beach. Military officials remain skeptical. Some argue the ramp will weaken the hull. Others claim enemy fire will destroy it. Several insist the design is impractical. Higgins refuses to back down. He builds prototypes. He tests them relentlessly. Again and again, the front ramp proves faster, safer, and more efficient. Eventually, the U.S. Navy orders thousands of the new vessels. The design becomes the landing craft vehicle personnel, better known as the LCVP, or simply the Higgins boat. Factories work around the clock. Workers weld steel day and night. Thousands of craftsmen, many with no previous shipbuilding experience, produce landing craft at astonishing speed. By 1944, more than 20,000 Higgins boats have rolled off production lines. Then comes Operation Overlord. Before dawn on June 6th, an endless fleet crosses the English Channel. The Higgins boats leave their transports and head toward the beaches. Inside each craft, soldiers stand shoulder to shoulder. Engines roar. Water crashes over the bow. German artillery walks closer with every passing second. Then the boats scrape sand. The coxswain shouts. The ramp slams downward. In less than 18 seconds, dozens of men surge onto French soil. The empty boat backs away. Another arrives. Then another. Hour after hour. Wave after wave. The process repeats with astonishing precision. Those few seconds saved by Higgins' front ramp reduce exposure to enemy fire and allow troops, engineers, medics, radios, and supplies to pour onto the beaches faster than ever imagined. General Dwight D. Eisenhower later credits Andrew Higgins and his landing craft as one of the indispensable elements of Allied victory. Without that simple steel ramp, the invasion that opens the road to liberating Western Europe might have looked very different. When the smoke begins to clear over Normandy, the Higgins boats keep working. They continue ferrying reinforcements, ammunition, vehicles, and wounded soldiers between ship and shore until the beachhead is secure. Their mission does not end on D-Day. They serve across Europe and throughout the Pacific, carrying Marines onto countless islands where every landing demands speed, courage, and reliability. From one battlefield to another, the Higgins boat continues to prove its worth in some of the war's toughest amphibious operations. Andrew Higgins never commands troops in battle. He never storms a beach with a rifle in his hands. Yet his determination changes the way wars are fought. By refusing to accept that a better landing craft is impossible, he gives Allied soldiers something priceless: a faster chance to survive the first moments of combat. History often celebrates generals, admirals, and battlefield heroes. But victory also belongs to the engineers, inventors, and builders whose ideas make those victories possible. Their names may not always appear in the headlines, yet their innovations shape the outcome of history. Sometimes the greatest weapon isn't a gun. Sometimes it is a solution to a problem everyone else believes cannot be solved. The steel ramp that critics once mocked becomes the bridge that carries freedom onto the beaches of Normandy. The invasion lasts a single day. Its legacy lasts forever, because sometimes history isn't changed by the loudest explosion, but by a door that opens at exactly the right moment.